Hey there, my Pisces, and welcome to your August 2017 love reading with Divine Love Tarot. Thank you so much for coming to my channel and clicking on this video and taking the time to spend it with me, okay? And I'm going to continue with the same past, present, and future reading for the love readings, okay? I do a little bit of a different reading for the generals. But I think I like this format for the love because then I don't have to pull so many clarifiers or any clarifiers really. So the cards are already shuffled. Let's go ahead and see what August is looking like, okay? So the first card you have in the past position is the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Swords in reverse. The next card you have in the past position is the Emperor in reverse. The next card you have in the past position is the Three of Cups in reverse. Okay, Pisces. So, what in the world, is going on? Let's just take a look at this. All right, so you have the Ten of Swords, but it's in reverse, okay? So, when the Ten of Swords is in reverse, the pain, the agony, the worst is over, and you're now basically trying to heal from this past hurtful situation, okay? Whatever happened to you, you're in recovery mode now, okay? So something happened, you may have been betrayed, somebody hurt you very terribly. There could have been, some type of breakup, a bad argument, just a really bad period in your relationship possibly, okay? If you're single, you could have experienced a breakup, and now that reflected that you were basically trying to get over that, okay? But at that point, you were just ready to move on from whatever situation was causing you this much chaos and hurt and pain. Okay, in the past, you also have the Emperor in reverse. So you could have been dealing with an Aries, okay, but when the Emperor is in reverse, then this person could have serious control issues, okay. Somebody that maybe has a short temper, they could be very aggressive, very dominant in the relationship. Um, rigid in their beliefs, just basically almost like a tyrant, okay? Somebody who's just like always wanting to get their own way. Um, the Emperor in reverse, very selfish person, okay? Someone who isn't really able to see how what they do affects others or hurts their feelings. They don't care, okay? They're just focused on what they want. This person could also lack self-discipline, okay? So if this is not your energy, this was your partner's energy or whoever you were dealing with in the past. So that would make total sense why this person could have hurt you or betrayed you somehow. Okay, because obviously this person has no regard for other people's feelings. Um, so when you see the Emperor in reverse, it's just basically something wasn't on the up and up, okay? There's just a lot of not just negativity, but when I see the Emperor in reverse, I just think of selfishness, like uncontrollable selfishness, okay? This person is just out for themselves. All right, and also in your past position, you had the Three of Cups, which indicates a troubled relationship, okay? And the trouble could have been maybe some type of overindulgence, okay? Some type of scandal possibly leading to gossip, maybe gossip or someone interfered in your relationship, okay, and caused this person to become tyrannical, all right? Because to me, as I'm looking at the spread, they're looking towards this card, so that could be possibly it. Okay, some type of promiscuity, um, but a lot of times when the Three of Cups is in reverse, it can point to the woman in the relationship possibly having some type of a scandal or loose moral values or maybe being manipulative. Okay, so maybe, this is just a situation where the both of you, this guy tried to control, if you're a female, okay, so either or, one person was trying to be controlling, the other person was trying to be manipulative, and it didn't result in a very good situation, okay? Someone it could have been cheating, or it could have been the thought of cheating, perhaps. Okay. So maybe just the thought of, this person's ego is so big that even if they think that something is going on, they're going to kind of have a bad reaction to it. All right. So let's go ahead and see what's going on in your present position. Okay, Pisces. In the present position, we have the Five of Swords, also in reverse. Woo, we have the Sun card, also in reverse. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles in the upright. Okay, so with the Five of Swords in reverse, okay, the Five of Swords in reverse in the present, so that means that you're coming out of that conflict, okay? You're coming out of whatever tension or whatever was going on in that past position, all right? So maybe back in July or maybe earlier this year, whatever has been going on in that relationship, now you're at the point where you're ready to put the swords down, okay? You're ready to negotiate. You're ready to talk. Is the other person ready? That's the question, okay? Or, you may be having difficulties ending the conflict, okay? And you're just kind of getting tired. When the Five of Swords is in reverse, the conflict maybe has been going on for a while and it's dying down now, but it may not be completely done, but you're over it, all right? You're over it and you're ready to put an end to things, whether that means an end to the relationship or an end to the conflict. You've just had enough, okay? And so there has to be a point where you're either going to have a resolution or you're going to end the situation, because no one can continue in just chaos and, upheaval for, that long. You get tired of it. You get burnt out. All right. And we move now to the Sun card in reverse, which does represent being burnt out. The Sun in reverse represents a temporary sadness. Okay. It represents, that a relationship might have cooled off a little bit. Okay, maybe you guys were hot and heavy if you're in a relationship, and things maybe have been intense. Because when two people are in a situation where there's a lot of attraction, sometimes things can get out of control in either direction, and that intensity can be very tiring, okay? It can kind of just wear you out. So maybe you're just at a point where it's like, um, you're tired of fighting, okay? You're tired of having either misunderstandings and miscommunications with this person. And, here, I mean, because I would have to go back to like the June reading, but I kind of feel, Pisces, that the reading, your love situation has been going back and forth with a fire sign, because I think that if Aries didn't come out before, I know it was some type of fire energy, okay? So you've been having a back and forth with a fire energy, and as a water sign, that is going to wear you out, okay? So the Sun in reverse also indicates that the person might be younger than you, okay? And whatever the situation is, there might have been some type of delay. Your plans could be canceled. I mean, this is the summertime, so there's a lot going on. If you guys are having, fights or arguments, then that might be, putting a strain on whatever plans that you guys have to travel or go out or do other things, okay? But at the end of the day, this is a temporary issue, okay? The Sun in reverse, whatever negative feelings comes with this card is also temporary, because it is the Sun card. And the Sun card is one of the more positive cards in the tarot deck. So even when it's in the reverse, it's not totally a negative situation. So whatever clouds or, dust is kind of like had been forming from the past, everything is trying to clear up now. Because you also have the Knight of Pentacles in your present position. And this is just saying that it's time to try a new approach, okay? If this is not a person, and I'll get to the characteristics of the person, but if this is just the energy for your relationship, it's asking you to try to pay attention to the details, okay? Try a new approach, maybe with this fire sign, if it is a fire sign, or with your partner, whoever their sign may be. All right. If you guys have fallen into routine, you may try to switch up that routine. Okay. If you're single, this card is asking you to try different places to meet new people. Okay. You can't meet people doing the same things that you always do. So it's again telling you to just kind of break up that routine. Now, if this represents a person, okay, this person is stable and reliable, okay, but they move very slowly. So if you're hoping for a commitment, it's not coming right now. This person is going to take their time with you, okay? And if it's the same person from the past, so that fire sign, you guys have gone through all of that, and now maybe they are realizing that, you know what? Rushing in and being all brazen, as a fire sign is, doesn't work. So maybe that Emperor in reverse is now the Knight of Pentacles in the upright. Maybe that they've realized that, you know what, let's put the swords down. Yeah, we're not really communicating. We're not possibly seeing eye to eye, but let's just take things slowly and try a different approach. So maybe this person's going to try a different approach with you. Maybe they realize that how they've been handling you in the past, Pisces, hasn't been working. Because this person can represent an earth sign, usually a Taurus, but it can also represent an Aries, okay? Because of the way that this is the air. I mean, I think this is the earth with fire influence, okay? For the court cards, for the knight cards. So this could just be saying that, you know what, you're going to have to take a step back, slow things down a little bit to get them back on track. All right, because this is that card that's saying basically, patience is a virtue. So you guys may need to be a little bit more patient with each other, because whatever happened in the past with the Three of Cups in reverse and the Three of Cups in reverse, the Emperor reverse, the Ten of Swords in reverse. There was really some type of either miscommunication or big misunderstanding that led to hurt feelings, okay? And, where, yeah, it's maybe hard to get over, it's not impossible to get over, all right? So if you take things slow, then, maybe you guys can get back to common ground, all right? Let's go ahead. Maybe you are the Knight of Pentacles. Maybe you've decided, Pisces, to slow things down. You obviously have to slow things down because they can't continue to go at the pace they were going because all types of, hell is breaking loose. So let's see what's going on in the future position. Okay, so we have the Hierophant in reverse. We have the Lovers in reverse. And we have the Fool card. All right, so the Hierophant in reverse can point to some type of an untraditional situation, some type of unconventional relationship, okay? Can also represent two people who can't see eye to eye because you just don't understand each other, okay? Both of you want to be right. Both of you are trying to be right. So basically what I see happening is whatever happened in the past, you are trying to, slow things down, but somehow that in the future things are still a little bit uncertain, okay? So, maybe really try to focus on that Knight of Pentacles and that just kind of slowing things down a little bit. Because, the Hierophant is basically saying that, you guys are just having, if this represents your relationship, you're kind of at odds with each other. You're not on the same page. You're maybe trying to be on the same page, but it's just not happening. Because then I see, the Lovers in reverse. And this represents also a breakdown in communication, okay? Two people who are not getting along. Some type of dysfunctional relationship, okay? There's just an imbalance of emotions, and there may be possibly some type of avoidance of taking things to the next level. Because when this card is in the upright, it represents going to the next level. So right now, that's kind of stalled, okay? And, the Lovers in reverse could represent a breakup, could represent that you guys have just decided to call it quits because you don't know how to make each other happy anymore. Or the spiritual connection that this card represents has been severed. And I remember, I believe, Pisces, that you did get the Lover's card in the upright. So, when I see this card, I feel like these two people have a karmic connection with each other. And somehow, um, that connection is struggling at the moment, okay? And at the root of it, there could be some type of lack of confidence or self-esteem issues. All right, one of you might be immature, and the Sun card did in reverse does indicate that one of you could be younger, that your partner could be younger than you. So maybe it's your partner that maybe have self-confidence or self-esteem issues, or the way that they react to things is kind of immature. And so sometimes when you are immature, things that are not necessarily big do get blown out of proportion. And so one person will get burnt out by that. Okay, if you're constantly dealing with someone who is overreacting to things and they're hurting you because they're, what I'm saying, maybe involuntarily they're hurt, so then they hurt you. Then after a while, you're just kind of like, all right, what do we do now? Okay, because you're not understanding why they're always hurt. They can't explain to you. There's no common ground. You can't see where they're coming from. And so now things are, can dwindle. All right. If you're single, then, you may have self-esteem issues, or you may have some things that you need to work on before trying to get into a relationship. All right, and the last card we have in the future position is the Fool card in the upright. So the Fool card can represent a new beginning, okay? It can represent a new journey. It can represent the need to make some type of a big decision. This card is also asking you to follow your heart. So now that we're at the end of the reading, there's a few avenues that we can see here, that I can see here. And I feel like, something happened, could be recently. So something can maybe have happened in June, the end of June, or the end of July, that, caused a lot of stress or strife or whatever in the relationship. And there's just some type of miscommunication, and somebody who's just very self-centered, selfish, seeing things their own way, just very controlling, very, basically things are just kind of out of control in that past position. And, right now, the way it stands in this particular relationship, um, maybe it's the calm after the storm. So you guys had a falling out. Things have not ended, but you are trying to get back to common ground, because when someone's feelings get hurt, right, sometimes it can reset the whole entire relationship, depending on that person. And with the Sun card in reverse indicating that you're possibly dealing with an immature person, when you're dealing with the Emperor in reverse, okay, you then are dealing with someone who does not handle hurt well. Okay, so whether you hurt this person or they hurt you, they don't handle it well. Okay, so now there's been maybe a reset in the situation. Okay, so in the present position, you guys, you have the Sun card in reverse. Okay, and the Sun card in reverse is just saying that temporarily the relationship that may have been really hot and heavy has kind of cooled off, and you guys are negotiating, right? The Five of Swords in reverse. You are trying to come to some type of resolution. Okay, then you have the Knight of Pentacles, which is asking you to have patience. So maybe you are the Knight of Pentacles, Pisces, and you need to have patience with this person that you're dealing with. So now going into the future, all right, if you are still not able to see eye to eye with this person, if you're still not able to find common ground, if you lose that spiritual connection, okay, one of two things is happening. Okay, the Fool card is either saying that you guys are going to have a sudden, swift change in things, okay, because it can happen, and this is life. Things happen, things fall apart, they fall back together. So when the Fool card shows up, this card is basically saying that this is a period of exuberance and a happy time in your relationship, and it can indicate an unexpected turn of events. Okay, so things may not be looking that great, but something could happen in the future, and boom, you guys are right back on track. The other scenario is with the Lovers in reverse. You guys decide that, you know what, this is not working out. But guess what, Pisces? You're off on a new adventure. And sometimes, the Fool card is that decision. That decision is asking you, make a decision, let go of this situation that is not working anymore, okay? That cannot be fixed, because coming from the past position into the present position, now the future position, and you guys are still not able to get back on the same page, then it may be time to cut ties and move on, because you have a new beginning. You have possibly a new person, all right? Because the Fool card in the positive position can indicate a new start in love, a new start in a new relationship. So either you guys have completely broken down communication with your partner and you're moving on to a new person, or you guys have some type of unexpected breakthrough and you guys are able to get back on track. Okay? And if you're a single Pisces and you came out of a breakup, and you've just been trying to deal with the breakup, all right, you have been dealing with self-confidence, because that's what the Sun in reverse can represent. You've been trying to balance yourself out, okay? You've been working on your patience, and in the future, if you get your self-esteem and everything under control, there might be a new beginning and a new person waiting for you. Okay, Pisces? So I hope that reading resonated with someone. If it did, please be sure to let me know. And I will see you guys with the general readings. Those will be coming up shortly also. All right. Thank you so much, Pisces. And remember, I'll also be I'm taking a break. I'm taking a couple weeks off from the weekly readings just because I've got a lot going on and I'm not going to be able to do them. I could try, but I don't want to promise them. But that's why I'm making sure to do the monthlies, get them up early, and see, you can check your general reading and also your moon sign and your rising sign to see how they gel with this reading, okay, with your love relationship. So I'm also a Pisces, and yeah, this situation is like almost spot on, but there's always variations, but yeah, this did resonate with me. So let me know in the comments, how it resonated with you, and I'll see you guys at the next reading. Bye, Pisces.